have subjected yourself to another episode of Squee-El's gaming channel, and today our next new game is Hogwarts Legacy. I'm a little bit into the game already. I've already done the prologue where you basically just set out to enroll in Hogwarts, and along the way here, alongside a Professor Fig, you're attacked by a dragon, which derails you. You end up in Gringotts vault, and you meet a powerful and shady gnome who seems to kind of maybe be a villain. So there's not much more to it than that. We don't really know anything about those characters. But now we're in Hogwarts taking our first classes. I've already taken the Charms class and revealed some of the fast travel points, which I will show you guys the map here real quick. This is Hogwarts. But you get the world map here, and it's actually pretty big. We have Hogsmeade right here, which is where I'm going to be heading in today's video after we finish our class. There were two classes to start with. I did one, and we're going to do the other one in a minute here, where you just learn new spells, basically, and follow the story. The main map is actually quite a bit bigger than I thought. Any of these little flamey icons here you see are fast travel points. You just simply walk up to them and activate them. I've already found most of them in the castle. But yeah, the map's pretty huge, and Hogwarts here is the first little chunk of the map you get to explore. It's actually pretty detailed. There's a lot going on, all kinds of secrets and stuff. It's easy to get lost in here, but the fast travel helps. But the one class I saved was always my favorite from the books, which was Defense Against the Dark Arts here. So we're going to learn a new spell and meet a new professor, and pretty much just get rolling with the gameplay. I'll try to show you guys some better combat before the video's done, because the combat is pretty satisfying, actually. It's a decent decent game, all things considered. There are some controversies surrounding it. I was able to get mine for free with the GameFly membership once again.
Good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
There's our new professor.
I get new students every year, but I only
so let's see what she has to teach before we move the quest along. There are side quests in addition to main quests too, so I may knock out a side quest at some point in this video.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Now, every time you learn a new spell, you have to do one of these, which is pretty much just you follow the guided path and press the buttons without letting the red goo catch up to you. Pretty simple. But you learn a new spell, and this time I'm learning Levioso, so I'll be able to make things like weightless. Yeah, there you go. I've already got about 2 or 3 spells, so a follow-up video to this will definitely be exciting, because I'll have more spells to show off as we explore more of the world, and quest line likely intensifies.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Yeah, so you got your basic spells, which are actually kind of exciting.
See how the dummy deflected
the combat
your
is mixed up by the more complicated spells you choose to use, but the basic spells feels pretty good, I won't lie.
Remember, a surprised
let's try the new spell.
Opponent is a weak opponent. As my now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists,
there we
take
go, a little bit more combat.
Time for a proper Hogwarts.
There is also a Weasley professor in this game. It's not one we're familiar with, so I'm not sure if it's a Weasley ancestor or not, or what professor she even is, but we'll have to focus on her again in the future here. Just figured I'd mention that. The Protecto, yeah, is like a little defensive spell, so I can defend against attacks and also reflect them if I do like a perfect parry. It's actually a pretty forgiving window they give you too, so yeah, see, there you go. Even I can do it.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Not bad for a beginner.
You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity
Yes, obviously
to practice.
If what
I
I've
chose
seen today
Ravenclaw
is
as my
any
house. You get the
indication,
little sorting
we can
hat,
expect
and
great things from
he
you.
asks you like 2 or 3
I
questions and picks a
demand
house, and
excellence from my
you can keep
students.
the house he gives you
They
or
are
choose your own.
capable of achieving
And
it,
each house has
and they
a pretty
must
cool common
achieve
room,
it.
so I'll have to show you guys
A
mine at some
classroom
point.
duel is one
Being
thing,
Ravenclaw,
but
it's
battling
hard to
dark
get in it
wizards,
sometimes because
or
it has
as
a
ever more
puzzle every
likely
time you
goblins,
approach the
is a
door, so
different kettle of
true to the books, I'll be
Grindylows
getting locked out
entirely.
sometimes.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd
But all
advise you
that
to
and
keep
plenty more
practicing
content to
whenever you
come.
can.
This game is probably going to give me at
Perhaps
least a
Mr.
couple
Sallow will have some
videos throughout
ideas for
random
you.
points in the game.
Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert.
You do get
Sebastian
to
Sallow,
meet
by
and
the way.
interact with your fellow
Didn't
students
expect
as
a
well as
new student
teachers.
to be so
I've got a
deft with
couple
a
people in the common room
Then
that I'll
again,
probably see around.
Perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I
You do
held
get
back.
certain dialogue responses, but
Fair
they don't
enough.
seem like they give you as
You owe
many
me an
options as
honest
other
duel
games,
when
and
you
I'm not
won't.
really sure if
You know,
there's a lot of
you
consequences. I know I
might
want to
be
be
a
a darker
perfect
wizard,
fit
but I
for
don't
a
think you can be
certain
totally
exclusive,
dark in this
unsanctioned
game.
dueling organization.
Speaking of being a dark wizard, one of the follow-up videos is definitely going to be me focusing on doing side quests that are required to
Exclusive
learn
and
the 3 forbidden
unsanctioned.
curses
Count me
so that I
in.
can perform
Excellent.
those.
Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then.
This guy's encouraging
Whether
me to
it's
break the
joining a
rules. I'm
secret
down.
dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you
Yep,
just
I'm
have to
down
be
for all
clever
that.
enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian.
You can
I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
there's like a lock-picking
Pleasure
mechanic.
chatting
Some
with
of the
you.
mechanics of the game
Sure,
are
I'll
still
see you
unfolding
soon.
to me.
Perhaps somewhere
Because I'm not very
unsanctioned.
deep into the game at
We'll
this
see if your
point.
performance today was sheer
But
luck.
I'm picking
or
locks,
actual
sneaking
skill.
around, breaking
Look for Luke
rules,
and Brattleby
casting
near the clock
forbidden
tower
curses.
entrance.
So I will be a darker wizard
If
one way or
you're
the other.
interested.
Even if the game doesn't like
Till
it has a
next time.
set story, so you can't shape the story too much. But I've completed Defense Against the Dark Arts, and that was a main quest, as well as a class completed. I learned a new spell. So now, I'm looking for what they want me to do next. So nothing popped up right away, so I'm going to go to the map here. This little black flag probably has something up here for me. Yeah, there is a side quest. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, just because I did want to do a side quest in this video. I've already done some light exploring around the castle, so I have a lot of fast travel points, which makes it convenient, but you guys will still see a decent amount of the castle in these videos. Don't worry about that.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two
Most
of
of
you
the story I'll soak up, but I'm going to skip through this a little bit. I'm assuming I'm just going to be dueling
Of
someone
course.
else here, just like I
Dueling's an
just did a minute
entertaining
ago.
pastime.
So
I agree.
it's more of a
Besides,
side
in
activity,
crossed wands,
just as much
you
as a
could duel at
side
a pub.
quest.
Your first time up.
Oh, come on, let's get to it, buddy. I'm ready.
Get me in the ring.
They will have Quidditch in the game, of course, eventually, but they said right out the gate that the Quidditch is on break or whatever for this season or something. Oh, we got 2-on-2. So you gotta break through the yellow shields with spells like Leviosa, and then there's a lock on. So you're just sitting there watching me blast her partner. Hasn't even touched the ground yet. Alright, well.
There goes my way.
We also have Luminous, which, lets me, light up stuff. Also scan certain things. I can pull her towards me as well, which is a spell I learned in the Charms class. which also levitates them apparently. So the game definitely wants you juggling opponents. I can already tell that much. I mean, only got a couple spells. You also have like a scan ability, which I'm
Nice
playing on the
work.
PlayStation 5,
Sebastian wasn't wrong
so
about
it's
you.
up on the D-pad
There's
for
strong
me.
competition
And
ahead,
he pulls
but
out a little
keep
book
this up
and
and
it
you could be the
scans
next
your
school
immediate
champion.
surroundings, but you
Brilliant.
more use it
Count me
to,
in.
when you
I
have
shall.
markers
Now,
tagged on the
it
map,
is
the
time to
book will
organise
show
these
you the
duels, but
clearest
check with
path
me
to the
later.
marker, so I'll be using that a little bit.
Hope to
Yeah,
see
so
you
here's
back
the
here
book
again.
right here. Do that, and then when I have something marked, a little golden bird flies out of the book and paints the path for you. And he carries the book around while you're doing it, which is kind of cool. But that's a side quest done, so now I've got that main objective there, which is the yellow marker on the map. So let's go over here, somewhere closer to where it is. Looks like it's in the main area. Either way, I'm going to mark it. I guess I got to go to this third area here. Yeah, it's closest to this. The Transfiguration classroom. I guess that's what the Weasley is in charge of, because she's going to allow me to go to Hogsmeade here in a minute. And we'll see a little bit more of the environment in the game. I'm kind of excited to see Hogsmeade. I believe you get to, that's where you get to craft your own wand.
What about the room,
Yeah, this is the
Professor?
Weasley,
I
Professor
was
Weasley.
thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more,
Yeah,
Professor.
Professor Fig has
see.
decided not to tell anyone
Like trying
about
to get a
our
sonnet
encounter
from a
with that
stream.
powerful gnome.
Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time.
You do get a little
You'd be
character
astonished
creation
to
at the
know
beginning of the
just
game, but
how
they don't
much
give you a
you
whole lot of
don't
options,
know.
and there's really only like
In fact,
almost
Professor
no voice
Ronan will
options,
meet
so
you
it's a little bit of a
outside
shame, but
momentarily to
you
assign
can
your
slightly
first
alter
one.
your appearance, and
Now,
then there's
regarding the trip to
cosmetics
Hogsmeade
that
I
you can
mentioned
unlock
earlier,
throughout the game, like
we've
more
arranged
outfits.
to
I'll be able to
replace the
change out of this
supplies
cloak
lost on your way
eventually.
here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Yeah, and as you
Very
saw there,
well.
sometimes you have
I'd like you to make
additional
your first
dialogue
visit to the
options that you
village with a
can
classmate.
go into if you
Help
want,
get
you
your
know, all the
bearings.
conversations or maybe
Perhaps
any hidden lore.
Sebastian Sallow or
But
Nalsai
sometimes you
Onai.
don't have to
I've
completely
noticed you
talk to
spending
every
time with
NPC
them.
you meet. Which, so it's like some I do and some I don't.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area.
Oh, I guess I was just
He'll
selecting
keep
who
you
I was taking
well
with me to
clear of any of
Hogsmeade.
Victor
That
Rookwood's
kid seemed like a
undesirables
decent
en
duelist,
route.
so it wasn't a bad
Rookwood?
choice,
A
even though it
rather
was kind of, I
unsavory
just made it
local.
hastily.
Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right
Guess she's
hand
warning
of
us about the
sorts,
stuff that we'll find on the
Theophilus
trail.
Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will
I
meet you
haven't
at
really
the
been
castle
able to
doors.
explore the
No
grounds of
time to
Hogwarts
waste.
either. I haven't left the
The
walls
sooner
yet
you
because the
complete
doors
your
have been
work,
locked,
the
so this will be
sooner
a
you
whole
can
new
enjoy
step in the
Butterbeer
game
at
to
the Three
leave the
Broomsticks.
school grounds. Hoping I'll be able to reach some of these other fast travel points too. But that's another quest done. We're able to leave now, I believe.
How nice to
There's
see
the
you,
little
my young friend.
fast travel flame. Okay, so now I've got assignments, which are like another type of side quest. When they're completed, they reward you with new spells, which is what I want, all the spells. I get the Mending Charm, which is required to complete other quests. Yeah, some quests require you to be a certain level or have a certain spell to take on. And the Healing Charm just sounds useful anyway. So let's get this Healing Charm. So technically it's another side quest of sorts, but one
There you
required in
are.
order to progress the main story. And this is actually the Charms Professor,
You
so I
have a
already
new
had some
spell to
dealings
teach
with
me,
him.
Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that.
I'm going to go ahead and skip through his dialogue. Complete
I'll
these
start on
tasks for him. Alright. So now he's giving me some stuff to do. Collect the flying page in the defense against the Dark Arts Tower, and collect the flying page near the broken statue. So I use this spell to catch any little flying books that are around. So that's one. I gotta go get the other one, and I guess he'll teach me the spell.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Looks like we got another side quest right there that I can come back and do at any point. And there's my page.
Brilliant.
Alright. I will come back to do her quest at some point. Various different side quests and whatnot come with various different rewards, as you'd expect. I think you can review them if you look at the map. So since we're in this little third area here, there's wand handles for that quest that I just passed. So wand cosmetics for completing that one.
I trust the
Which I'm mainly
preliminary
interested in
tasks. I
outfits
completed
right
the
now
assignments, Professor.
until I get some
Marvelous.
drip.
You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Remember,
Alright,
your
learning a new
wand is
spell.
a conduit of your magic.
So they're giving us a decent amount of spells right off the bat here. I mean, I'm sure there's many more to learn, but I didn't expect to have so many within the first, 2 hours of the game. Alright, so now we got a new spell. Let's see how effective it is. Oh, it's not for yourself. You can repair broken things
That's it.
with it. Okay.
Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Okay. So we did that assignment. I guess I'm still working up my way to get out of Hogsmeade here, which actually looks like maybe we can go now. So let me travel over here to the gate. Might have to actually repair the bridge or something. Oh, hey, it's this little jerk. What do you want?
Well,
I'm trying to leave,
fancy
man.
meeting you here.
Oh, I'm taking him with me.
Hello,
Right?
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavor to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Yep, we're past the castle grounds, I would assume. And there's where Quidditch would take place over the wall, I bet. Yeah, over there. Cool.
I was glad
Getting to see a
Professor
little bit
Weasley
more.
asked me to join you
I'll have to
today.
get a good screenshot of the
As am
castle
I.
too once we're far away
Thank
from
you,
it.
by the way.
The sights in this
Of
game are
course.
pretty
You're
majestic.
the only one
I'd
who's ever
say the
bested me in
combat's
a
pretty
duel.
cool.
The way
The
I
story's
see it, I'd
so-so.
be wise to keep an eye on
It's
you.
nice to experience, but the world itself is probably the most redeeming quality of this
Speaking of
game. It's
Weasley,
very
she
fun to
seems to have
explore.
taken quite a shine to you.
They put a lot of life
Has she?
into it.
That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention.
Alright, so I guess,
record.
yeah, we're running all the way up to
Spend
Hogsmeade.
a lot of time in detention, do you?
And I got that little fast travel point right there, so I can come back now to at any point in time. And there was a fast travel point or two off to the side that I can now get, so that's
Just enough
convenient.
to keep me well
But
rounded.
for the sake of the video, we're just gonna press on to Hogsmeade for now.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might
There's
have
always
saved
cool
me
little
from one.
things like that around, especially inside the castle.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me.
Yeah, there's a good
As is
view.
often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did
It's a
you
little bit
manage
more
to
of a
get to the
peaceful walk than I
librarian's
thought. I
badge?
mean, it is right outside the school
Well,
grounds. But
I
I figured
suspect
maybe
it's a
they made
matter
it
of
sound like
differing
we'd have some trouble on the
opinions.
road on the way to Hogsmeade,
She
which
thinks I
we
shouldn't be
may
allowed in
yet,
the restricted section, and
but we'll
I,
see.
on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh,
Got a little bit more
just one
freedom to
moment.
roam around now.
This is an excellent spot
So
to
I
get
guess
a
you
laser
can,
butterflies. They're pretty to look
how
at.
much off the
If
beaten
you
path
stew
can
them
we
a
get
little,
here?
they
That's
make
the
a powerful
question.
potion ingredient.
Oh, yeah, it's not letting me go that way yet. But alright. Good, sir. Let's continue.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look.
What's going on?
Oh, is this the Forbidden
See for
Forest over
yourself.
here? Nice, there we
Quite a
go.
sight, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
want to be spending some time in
You
there later down the
certainly
road.
don't see that every day.
Oh, hey, mythical creatures.
Poppy's already seen the
It's pretty
hippogriffs.
majestic.
Absolutely.
As was with the case with
To
Hogwarts
the
and
left is the
whatnot,
Forbidden
as I
Forest.
find more of these,
Out of bounds to all students.
oh, so
Oh,
that's the way to the Forbidden
hence the
Forest,
name.
actually. Yeah,
Besides,
well, I'll definitely be going there
they think
eventually.
it's too dangerous. I
But
think they need
once
to
we get
have
more
more
fast travel
confidence in our
points, I probably
defensive
won't have to walk
abilities.
this road anymore, which is kind of cool,
You can see Hogsmeade just
because
past
there's
those
not a lot
ruins up
going on
ahead.
here. So Hogsmeade is just up this way, he says. The forest doesn't look as big as I feel like it should be, at least not from this perspective.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
Ah, there's Hogsmeade up
A
there.
little.
Little
It's
nearby
positively
village.
enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see.
What have we
Places to
here?
discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to
Interesting.
share with the class?
Big old majestic
Perhaps
bridge.
one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I?
You
Yeah,
still
there's the
haven't
dock
told
over
me how
there.
you
There's a
became so
fast
good
travel
at
point
dueling.
there that I wasn't able to get to because the way down to the dock is locked currently.
I've always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim.
They do
Though
have
I
a
suppose
pretty
most
big
people
map
don't
here, but
actually
there
see
are
them at
also
all.
some side areas
But
that you get to
you can
explore.
see
Like
it.
I said, I've already been to the Gringotts Bank.
Unfortunately. But you've
Maybe
seen
at
quite
some
a bit
point in the
yourself
story they'll
firsthand
take us to
too.
Azkaban.
Most
That I don't
notably
know
that
about, but
dragon
that would be
attack.
cool.
Hopefully the
But there's
rest
other
of your
sites
year
too
isn't
than
as
even just
eventful.
what's around Hogwarts, so there's plenty of the wizarding world to see in this game. Looks like we're almost there. Not sure what would be up
Mr.
that way.
Moon.
I guess you'd have to climb that
He's the
mountain. There's
Hogwarts
probably a
caretaker.
boss or
Looks
something
a
up
bit
there
worse
for
for
the end
wear.
game.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Stop and talk
Have you
to this
messed on your
guy.
5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon. Mr.
Looks
Moon
like I got
is
some
quite the
resources out of
character.
that, so that's cool.
My
That's what I
sister
was
Anne
hoping
thinks
for
he's
there.
lovely, but I'd say he
Not
could
sure what I
improve
need
a bit as a
resources for at this
caretaker.
point in the game, but
Oh,
this
is your
early on
sister
it's
into
usually
dueling
good to
too?
collect about anything you see.
She is, or rather, she
Ah,
was.
we're here, the
She's
majestic
not well
place
at
of
the moment,
Hogsmeade.
but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the
You can, of
magic
course,
this
pet
place.
most of the common
don't know if
animals
it's
you
the
find. I don't
shops
know about
or
all
the
the
people,
beasts and
but
mythical
there's just
creatures,
something
but
about Hogsmeade.
I've seen a decent amount of
We all
cats.
flock to it like moths to a flame.
Yeah, you only ever get to see bits and pieces of Hogsmeade in the movies and the books, so it'll be pretty fun to just sort of explore it from your own perspective. I know we got the big bar, some shops, special shops with the candies and all the treats and stuff, a wand shop
So how would
somewhere,
you
I
like to
believe.
do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun.
Yes, sir.
It's Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade is brimming with different sites, shops. Yeah, so now I've revealed kind of this part of the map here. Doesn't really look like there's fast travel points. There's all kinds of stuff to do, though. So, yeah, really I'm just kind of wandering around, I guess. Looks like these bouncing icons are where I'm really needing to go, so let's check out the wand shop, which I believe is like right around the corner here, if I had the map right. Although these streets are a little narrow. Oh yes, he's put me over here. I'm trying to go right here. The wand shop. That was right on the corner. There's always chests and stuff to find. Some are locked and some you can just open right up. But let's get a wand.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is
The
proving
struggles
to be
of
trickier
finding the
than I
perfect
had
wand.
anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Here's where you customize your wand. So, let's see what kind of options.
How intriguing.
Kind of like me a white one. Yeah, that one's too plain though. So let's take the white one there. And there's variations.
Curious indeed.
I'll keep the basic one. It's pretty cool looking. You can increase its length.
How
I
intriguing.
think I'm gonna do... Or no, the wood type, I'm sorry, is the first thing I'm doing. Which, yeah, we'll do a U wand. You can have up to 14 inches. I'm going to do 13.
Curious indeed.
And then flexibility, surprisingly swishy, unbending, and quite bendy. I don't know if this plays a factor,
How intriguing.
so I'm just going to go with whippy. And then you get to choose its mythical product. Phoenix feather, unicorn hair, or dragon heartstring. Produces powerful magic, consistent magic, and a great range of magic. I kind of like consistent magic because I feel like if there's any cooldowns or anything, I'd rather bypass those as much as I can. But a great range of magic sounds useful as well. I guess I'm going to go with the unicorn hair.
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable. What do you think?
And there it is. That's my wand for now, but you can change it. So it might change a little bit over time, but...
Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Okay, so got our wand. Now we've got a couple other errands to run. So this guy is one of the next stops. He's pretty useful, it seems like, because you can learn various, like, almost furniture recipes from him. We're sent here with some specific ones to get, but I might have to look more into some of his stuff later. Right now we need the potting table and the small potion spellcraft station.
Nothing like finding just the right thing. If you're interested,
and then I've got a little bit of additional money.
At the rest of my
there's a beast feeder, a beast toy box, a chopping station, produces a plant. So yeah, there's going to be various different types of crafting stuff. Not sure if you're going to end up putting that stuff in your common room or where those are going to go, but I imagine they'll catch us up on all that when we return to the castle. But that's another shop down. Next up is potions, which I'm probably going to skip through. I've already got some healing potions, and there'll probably be more potions. And then we'll have one other stop after that. But alright, we end our little journey here with getting some seeds from this guy. And got to wander around Hogsmeade a little bit, got some fast travel points like the one you see there. So I'll grab this random book that just flew in front of me. You can swim, I found out, so that's helpful. But now I guess I'm going to go find that other student that I came here with, since we got the stuff on our little checklist. There's a little book I was talking about earlier, just so you guys could see the little marker. And there's the jerk right there. Cool little area. Looks like we have the option to, there's a clothing shop as well, but I wasn't able to talk to that guy yet.
Needed for your sister?
Yeah, let's skip some of the pleasantries. Oh, man, it's going down. I was hoping something was going to happen soon here. Oh, boy.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Well, so much for that plan. Oh, we got a reaction command. So now I'm gonna fight this guy, it seems like.
Are we weakening him at all? We'll wear him down eventually.
Oh, so you can roll.
A taste of momentum.
Apparently you can grab things from the environment and toss them at him. That's useful. There's all kinds of stuff here to throw at him. Nice, they got me with that one. Drink a little potion, which is down on the D-pad for PlayStation people. There we go. Invoking ancient magic. It's like an execution of sorts. Well, that was cool. Guess that ties more,
Goodness.
maybe why I'm so
A
good with
second
magic. Maybe
troll.
there's more to it.
Did you two
I'm able to
take
use
on a
ancient
fully
magic
grown
too now,
troll
apparently.
by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
I gotta get to use the other spell I just learned now to fix some things.
Repairer.
Repairer. Yep, here we go.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Repairer.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
We're all good and repaired now. Let's figure out how to get in here. Now, is it a back door? Alright. Hi, we're at the back door of the clothing shop. Does that mean I'm gonna get to buy clothes now?
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Will you, sir? Enough to sell me clothes?
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Skip to the part where you sell me clothes. Sell me clothes.
Plenty for your perusal today.
Aha.
Take your time.
Looks like there is kind of a gear rank in some of it. I can't really buy much of anything else. I definitely want some awesome cloaks and maybe like a cool mask of some kind, but only thing I can get right now is this.
You won't be disappointed. That's a
Oh,
good...
now I can buy other stuff. However, I'm still going to hold off. Let's go to the gear screen and equip our new item, which should be in the cloaks tab. Yes. It's virtually the same thing I had, just better. So, you can sell stuff, so I guess I'm going to sell them, like all these extra things I don't need.
If I haven't said it before, it's a
hat,
pleasure
the
doing
glasses,
business
and the
with
cloak that I had before. And I guess this extra scarf even. I do have a scarf that I just got, so.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
But now I'll have to be on the lookout for better gear.
Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
Ah, here we
sell
go, the
even
3
more
broomsticks.
battle-worthy items.
It's our
Should
little,
you be inclined,
the
you're
bar
most
type thing,
welcome
I
to
believe.
peruse my shop.
So now I know where I can sell stuff as well, so that's definitely useful. Let's follow this guy to the 3 broomsticks. Probably won't have too much more on this video, so it's a little bit slower of a start than I thought, but the follow video will definitely have more action. I just wanted you guys to see a little bit of the world and kind of how the quest structure works. It's a very story-driven game with lots of exploration and light side questing. And now that I've gotten some fast travel points, I can pop back over here to Hogsmeade as well as Hogwarts at any point in time I want. And for the rest of this video, we'll wrap up as much of our little trip to Hogsmeade here as we can.
You could get to the child
This is the
leg
gnome
into
right here,
Hogsmeade,
actually, that I mentioned
but all
earlier.
you
This is
needed
our
was a
supposed villain
distraction.
character.
I
So you guys are
gave
meeting
you
him
a
now, actually.
distraction.
I just
He's
watched a
pretty powerful.
student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Seems like this villain might have a little bit
I
more
don't think so.
insight to
What was that goblin
our
doing with
character's
Victor
origin.
Rookwood? Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note,
Perhaps
I think
best
we should
indeed.
head back to the castle.
Yeah, good time to head back to the castle. Got our little view inside of the 3 broomsticks. So that's pretty much it. Gonna head out here. Hopefully nothing else sketchy goes down. We'll head back to the castle. It looks like it's nighttime now, so that seems like a sketchy little walk back up to the castle in the dark.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood.
Yeah. Let's move this on, people. We got a video to wrap up here. You must return to your common room for the night to access the map. Okay, I wanted to show you guys the common room anyway. So now we would go back to the Hogwarts map. You can access the Hogsmeade map, which is where most of your shops are. The world map, which I showed you guys previously, and then the Hogwarts map, which I need to go to my common room now, as it mentioned. So I'll admit I don't remember which one that is. This right here. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Now every common room in the game is different, so keep in mind this is the Ravenclaw common room. But the other common rooms will actually be a bit different. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the game so far and which house you chose. This is my little bedroom. And I leveled up, although I'm not sure if there's like a skill tree or anything yet. I haven't seen anything of that nature yet. It's mostly your gear rank, which is kind of minor, and I guess your level. I have received an owl post. So it's like a letter, and this is Professor Fig. He wants me to come see him to continue the quest line. Probably has some clues as to what's going on with that gnome and whatnot. But before I finish up this video, I'll take a quick little walk around the common room here. This is the
Handy
Ravenclaw
resource
common room,
indeed,
so
your
this is
field guide.
the main
I'm
room
most
here
pleased to be included.
with Miss Ravenclaw right there. These stairs on either side here go down and exit the common room, as does the stairwell right here. Or I'm sorry, right here, this one. Those leave the common room. This, I'm not sure where this goes. We're currently not allowed to go that way. Here's the other chunk of the common room with one other section, not counting the bedroom upstairs. There are a couple bedrooms for other classmates, but they're not really much different from my bedroom. But you have this little site right here. And then those stairs up there, right there, lead to a door that is locked, and I cannot access that door yet. But it shouldn't take too much lock picking. So hopefully, the lock picking will come like soon in the game. But that's mostly it for the common room. You can meet a couple of the students, but there's not a whole lot much more to it. But you go ahead to leave the common room. Not sure where this door goes. This might be a bedroom. Yeah, see, it's just a random another bedroom. But you keep going, keep it going. And there's a random chest right here. I never noticed. Level 3. See, I can't block pick anything. That's a bedroom, which is actually weird because I think this right here is the main door out of the common room. Or no, this is a bathroom. Alright, so I haven't seen this before. I got little bathtubs. It's kind of fancy. You can open each stall if you want and flush all the toilets. So, okay, that's what's at the very bottom of the common room is a bathroom. Makes sense, I did not know that. I was trying to leave the common room. Which I guess really you can only do through that front door, so I was mistaken before. They will let me go that way. So yeah, I guess we're going out the front here to get out. Makes more sense this way anyway, I suppose. Just come down here, get this cool epic door, and then you have like this little area right here, which leads up to the door. And I guess I don't have to answer a riddle every time I go in the room, so that's cool. Or at least it hasn't had me answer one yet, other than the first time. So that's pretty cool. But that's pretty much it for this video. I guess we'll go ahead and travel to Mr. Professor Fig, see what he has to say. There was a side quest I missed. I may go back and clean up now. Might be easier to fast travel over to where this guy is. Oh, looks like there's a couple more side quests now, actually. I'm not sure how far into the game you get the Forbidden Curses, but that's going to be one of the main things I try to work on once I get to that point, so I gotta look at that walkthrough a little bit more. Let's go ahead and see where the book says to go as far as getting down there.
Hello there.
There's another side quest.
Perhaps you can help me.
So we're going down to this level. Not sure if I've seen Fig's office, so I guess we'll check that out to end the video here. Oh, we got like a class here. This actually looks like the Defense Against the Dark Arts class, but it's not. And he's got his little office back here. There he is. Just sat here on the floor waiting for him to show up.
Professor.
So this is Professor Fig, everyone. This is kind of a character that brought you into the school, so you've already got a slight bond with him. And he's trying to figure out what's going on with why I can see stuff. What was in this vault at the beginning of the game, and what's up with this goblin.
Used it to control the dragon. But how?
Go ahead and skip a little bit of what he's saying. Yeah, got this locket.
I suspected you would see something.
Oh, I saw something in the map with my little vision, so...
I'd like you to work...
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are. Once you've honed your...
Okay, I was just kind of curious as to what direction this was going to put me in. I didn't want to really do the whole conversation, but alright, so we've talked to Mr. Fig now, and he has another assignment for us, so I will likely be learning another spell. As far as what spell, I don't know. Incendio, so I'll probably be lighting stuff on fire with that spell, I would imagine. So I'll probably have to show you guys that spell in the next video along with anything else I come up with. But I'm pretty much going to call it for this video for now, so make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, that helps me out. And thanks for watching, guys. Definitely stay tuned for more Hogwarts Legacy, and I will catch you in the next one.
And now we add the Mallow Suite, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.